Time with Dr. Adams.
Hi there, welcome to another episode of Time with Dr. Adams. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Abigail Dodwasaki. You can call me Dr. Adams, and this is my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe. So we are still on this journey about men telling us the pregnancy journeys of their wives. Today I'm here with Pastor Aseidu. Welcome to Time with Dr. Adams.
Thank you.
All right. So he's going to share with us his journey. Okay. So again, welcome to Time with Dr. Adams.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Please, how many children do you have?
I have one.
You have one.
Yes.
Okay. How many more?
We're still negotiating.
Negotiating.
Three more, but I mean.
Okay. All right. So, how was your wife's pregnancy? Did she carry baby to 9 months?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, almost.
All right.
9 months.
9 months.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me the journey. What were the complications she had? What trouble did she have carrying baby?
All right. So it was new.
Okay.
It was new to me, and it was nice to hear her tell me that she was pregnant. And it happened on 31st night, December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when we were about to go for the crossover.
Oh, when you was
I tell you.
You know, my husband is a dancer, but he never dances at church. And when I told him I was pregnant, I told him on like Thursday. That's Sunday. He went to church, and that's the
yeah.
It's literally I'm saying, it's a pregnancy issue now.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can imagine that 31st night.
Also,
I was high in the spirit. And no one could understand. That was it. Yeah, so it was nice, but the first 3 months, oh my God. The first 3 months, wahala. We went through a lot because it was her first. Yeah. It was my first.
Okay.
So I remember we traveled to Bolga from Accra.
With her?
With her.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then, even though she used the pregnancy, the thing they buy from the hospital.
Pregnancy kits. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've not gone to the hospital officially to go and confirm.
Okay.
So we went to the hospital, but they said it was too early to determine anything. Okay. But they see something moving. I mean, yeah. Okay. So we traveled. Then when we were there, that particular, I think 3 days, it seemed she was in so much pain. So much pain. And we traveled, you see. So 3 days. I did something that's done. I did something that's done. So the girl was in so much pain and she couldn't walk. And I'm like, hey God, I support my pregnancy. But I just have to be strong and say, oh, it's not, but deep within me, I was.
All right, so let me just add this. So when a woman is pregnant, the first few weeks, or especially when the embryo implants in the uterus, there's something we call, did she bleed?
No.
Just a bit tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's something we call implantational bleeding. And it comes with a lot of pain. Even me with my second pregnancy, I had that. And I also thought I was aborting. It was like continuous for 2 weeks. Wow. So much pain. And I told God, this one, piano. So I understand what she went through.
Yeah. So we went to the church. I mean, it was Reverend Ishtanab's place.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went. Then I called one of the pastors that, is there a doctor or a nurse here?
I mean, it's serious.
Yeah, because she was going through much, and they called one lovely nurse, Auntie Dinah, lovely nurse. She came. I told her what the problem is. She said, "Oh, it's nothing." So she really
calmed you down.
Down. So it was so, and the pains, she couldn't eat, vomiting. And I mean, when she's vomiting, it's like something is coming out of her throat. And that was it.
Pregnancy will humble you.
Oh yeah, it really, for me, I was happy at a point because she was really humbled.
She was
really humbled. I mean, so, and food choices, she won't eat this, she won't eat this. I would drive all the way she always wants smoothies. Number 16
okay.
At Osu.
Hey, where were you living?
Tabora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and then you drive from Tabora to Osu.
Osu around 9
p.m. Around Tawabre.
Yes.
Kafra.
And Kafra answer. You go and bring it. They'll say, "If you
Hey.
I don't want to drink again." You can see how my chest becomes. Yeah, but
no one ate one already.
So I mean that is it. So it's a very beautiful experience, but I was reading.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. When you read it, it helps you understand.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
So I was reading. So most of the things I was expecting, and I was watching YouTube videos. What happens in the first month? What happens in second month? So most of the things I was expecting them. So I mean, it was a lovely journey.
That's good. That's good. But was she admitted? Was she ever admitted during the pregnancy?
It was once. I think after the third month, we were going to church. Then she said she was feeling pains in her abdomen.
I think your daughter will become a prophetess because we are as a church room.
Of course. The dad is. Yeah. So we're going to church. It was an all night. Then she said she was feeling pain. It was normal. Then after an hour. I think it became very excruciating, that she couldn't even walk. And that one, so I'm like,
you've done something.
No, that one, I've not done anything, But it was like, is she losing the baby? Because she herself was like, she feels something, heaviness. Yeah, so we have to go to the hospital. So we went to a nearby hospital. So when we were there, the doctor just asked us to go to the maternity place, maternity ward, did some. So when we went there, they asked her to sleep over. They took care of her. The following day, like she was okay. So that was the only instance that she slept at the hospital just one night throughout.
All right. So baby, the birth of baby, did she deliver through her vagina or CS?
CS.
Why? What was the reason?
Okay, so she always wanted to have the vagina delivery, and she had prepped her mind like that she wants to do vagina. I'm like, okay, so and we pray, you know, whenever we pray, we confess, we are going to give birth naturally. Prophesy.
I declare that
the baby is coming out strong, all those things, and every time we go to the hospital, there was never a day that our doctor said there was something wrong with the pregnancy. Her BP was normal throughout the whole time. Everything was okay. All right, so you know, when you get into the 9th month, I think you go weekly. So we went, then the doctor checked. We did some tests, you know, your tests, plenty tests. We did those tests. Then she said, the doctor said everything is okay. So we're supposed to meet the doctor the following week, and the doctor said he's traveling for a conference. So everything is okay. So we can wait for the next 2 weeks, then we can come. Then between that week, that everything was okay, that the doctor traveled. 3 days before, because we were supposed to meet the doctor on Tuesday, around Sunday, she's like, I feel some sharp migraine. Then she won't talk about it again. Monday, in the morning, she started talking like, if I'm there, I feel sharp migraine. And I said, you've been worrying me. You have a doctor. One doctor was taking care of her throughout. And you can message, you can call. So just call him or message him. Well, that is why we are paying all this money. So she messaged him, and the doctor said, can you check your BP? So she checked her BP. The doctor said, where are you? She said, I'm home. She said, meet me at the hospital.
Wow.
So when the doctor said that, and she said, I should pack her things into the country. The doctor said, yeah, right. You just put the things in the booth, let's go.
Let's go.
So by the time we got there, the doctor was already there waiting for us at Ridge.
Okay.
Yeah. So they took her to the emergency ward, checked her BP, and the BP had shot up.
Wow.
Throughout her pregnancy, there was no
issues with the
BP, but it has shot up. The doctor said they should check. They did some tests and other things.
Tests too.
Yeah, all those tests. We asked for the tests. I don't remember the names. I know they are tests. Yeah.
Okay.
So they did all those things. Then you realize that the doctor said about 2 hours. She called some midwife to come and check. They said if there's an opening or something. Yeah, but she wasn't in labor.
All right.
So the doctor called me and said that in about 4 hours, he will try and induce labor and see what happens. But if he did do 1, 2, then they've taken us to the epidural, this thing, that counseling, so we've already chosen which one we're going to do. Yeah. So when they induced the labor, the first, second, the doctor said, okay, she should sleep and they should monitor it through the night. Then in the morning when he came, he checked the graph and he called me and he said,
she's not progressing.
She's not progressing. And the BP
keeps
rising. So she has to do the CS now.
Okay. So, not to cut you, there's a condition in pregnancy called pre-eclampsia. So, pre-eclampsia usually comes after the 20th week of gestation, and we usually see some of the symptoms: high BP, headache, blurry vision, and then we'll see proteins in your urine. It is an emergency. If you do not go in, especially with his wife who had progressed in the pregnancy, you could lose baby, you could lose mother. So it was obstetric emergency.
Yes.
So what was the feeling when you were told, "Obi, I'm a bomb pie, you're a pastor, my bomb pie, when they declare say you're going to have spontaneous vaginal delivery, and then suddenly they're telling you that's serious"? How did you take it?
Oh, personally, I'm educated.
Good.
Yeah.
But Charlie, not every educated.
Yeah, so I know. So I mean, that is why the person is a doctor.
Oh, right.
So even throughout the pregnancy, we pray, but I tell her that the thing is 2 ways. It's either by vagina or by CS.
Okay.
These are the only 2 options. And what is the outcome? The mother and the baby.
Life. That's all.
That is all what I want.
Yeah.
So when the doctor told me, I said, I'm prepared. I mean,
that's good.
they should just go ahead and do it. So when I told her, she also said that she's okay.
She wasn't sad.
No. She said she was okay.
You know, we as doctors, we always go through that process where sometimes mother hasn't accepted because sophobia catch and say you go through vaginal delivery. So it is devilish.
So I'm a pastor, right?
Yes.
At that moment, you know, I also believe in divine interventions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that whatever it is, God intervenes on everything. And even when you know, I have there's a rule here in my home. If you know what to do, pray.
Good.
If you don't know what to do, pray. Yeah, so whatever it is, just pray to God, commit it to God. So I called some of my friends who knows I've taken my wife to the hospital. Yeah, so they called. So how is it going? I said, well, the doctor said they are going to do CS. Help me come against you in the name of Jesus. And I'm like, what are you coming against?
Against the CS.
Against the CS. Charlie.
Relax.
Everything is under control. And I think about 2 calls. Like, we come against it. It is not coming. She will deliver.
It is not our portion. As a Hebrew woman.
It's not our portion. And I'm like, oh no, like I'm okay. It's medicine has advanced.
Yes.
And personally, I have a lot of some friends who don't do vagina.
Oh, okay. They just go for CS.
No.
CS.
Yes, I have one friend. The moment the pregnancy gets to 32 weeks, she will go and just do CS because they're 32 and 34, 36 the same.
Okay.
She will want to go through the pain again.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went through that. Yeah, they come against it, they are praying. So, no, don't accept him straight away. Don't accept what. Go and give birth and bring my baby and my wife to me. That's all. Yeah, so I didn't have any second thought on that. Okay. But even with my status, I had people who were wailing or were pushing that burden of don't accept CS and all that.
And it's totally understandable. I mean, I'm a Christian and I've had a woman tell me, say, I don't know I'm telling you what options you have. Yeah. So I need to say,
and doctor, even at the bed, the day before the CS, so there was this lady by the bedside,
also pregnant,
delivered.
Oh, okay, okay.
Then she's talking to my wife that, no, when they see CS, don't do it. Don't do it. Me, when I was in labor for 6 days. I was in labor for 6 days.
Why do we enjoy pain?
Yes, I was in labor for 6 days. I persisted. And then me to my heart is one plug. Me see Iraba, do you know us? You don't know me, you don't know my wife. You don't know what we have decided from the house.
Oh, mama motivation.
That you went through 6 days pain.
But
you know, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. Because I know stories, and as a pastor, there are a lot of stories that come my way. So, if my church member calls me, it's in labor, we pray. And I call in about 6 hours time or something, and so that I'll tell you, tell the doctors they should do what is best for the baby. And then I once had one difficult man, and the man had an accident before. Yeah, so he said he won't allow.
Oh, okay.
Then I asked him that when you had an accident and they need to do surgery on you, why didn't you come and lie in the church? That we pray, you go through that pain and get healed. And you allow the doctors to save your life. That's the same way you should allow the doctors to save your wife's life. Yeah, so I think that kind of operation. Operation.
Okay, so moving on, tell us when you came home, was baby admitted after the CS, like
no,
okay, that's right. So when you came back home, how was the feeling? New baby. Some men are afraid of fresh born babies.
Okay, I wasn't afraid. I held my baby the very first time they took her out. Yeah. So when we came home, I mean, wife, CS, it wasn't easy. Yeah, the pain, I don't know mobile. So the first time we came home, I mean, we stayed in the hospital for 3 days.
Okay.
After the CS, 3 days we came home, and everything must be adjusted. I have to go and buy a new bed because our bed was quite low.
Okay.
And when she was getting on, she feels much pain, so we have to adjust the bed, get a new mattress to at least make it the hospital height. Okay. Then I realized that I go to work in the morning, go out and do what I have to do. So what I was doing was I take care of the baby in the night. Wow. Yeah, so
that she can have enough
sleep. She can have enough sleep. Yeah. So when baby is crying, she needs breast milk, I'll bring baby. Okay. Yeah, so for about I did well for about a month or two. Then I changed. When I realized that she has healed, we went back to the first setting.
All right. Anyway, do you know anyone personally or from afar who has lost his wife or child through child?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to give you the opportunity to advise men out there. What do you want to tell men when it comes to pregnancy? I said, you talked about, I always say that women, we add a bit of drama to the pregnancy issue, but that's fine. But then you've experienced firsthand the kind of pain she was in, when the operation, when they operated on her.
They didn't allow me.
So you were outside?
I was standing at the door. Okay. The doctors came to ask me to go and sit. I said,
"What's that?" So what's your word of advice to men out there when it comes to how they should support their wives through pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum?
Well, I think two people have enjoyed themselves, and pregnancy has come. Personally, my wife is a hardcore girl. She's Odeshi, but pregnancy humbled her. If I say humble, like the pain she goes through, she's not faking it. You realize that it's real pain, and sometimes you have to be with the person, share the pain with your wife, and be with her throughout if you have time. Because I tried my best to go to the hospital with her throughout every single appointment till she gave birth. So that kind of support also relieves them of some of the burdens. So that social support, I think that is one of the major things.
I'm telling people throughout this interviews I'm doing that some men are just sperm donors. They donate their sperms, whatever is happening, they'll be there to name baby, I'm the father. So we are changing the mindset that we are there should be men like Pastor. There are men like Pastor Aseidu who are present fathers. Through it all, we know that you are there. Okay, so Ghana Health Service and WHO and Ministry of Health, we are all trying to reduce maternal mortality. What do you think Ghana, our health system, we can do better to improve this, to decrease the maternal mortalities? Okay,
so I think there should be, everything is on the mindset. So the public mindset about what pregnancy is, and there are a lot of myths about when you are pregnant, what you should do and what you should not do. And most of the times, there are a lot of home doctors and nurses who give a lot of advices. Yes, so that also hurts the women and the children. So that counseling should be available. So those days you could have community education, but now they do everything on radio. But I always say on radio, it's not everybody who listens to it. So there should be that kind of program, like the same way we do polio announcement and all those things. It helps to change the mindset of the people. And when the pregnant women too come to the hospital, the nurses and the doctors, I don't know how to check because it's difficult to unlearn what you've learned. So when you're able to let the person know that way will help, I think most people would want to be alive. So if they say do this and you'll be alive, I think they will choose that. Okay.
So thank you very much, Pastor Aseidu, for joining us on Time with Dr. Adams. Please, if there are any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below and I'll be there to answer. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so that we can come your way with great content. Thank you. Bye.
Time with Dr.